Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Caliente Tech Talk. I'm Service Manager Derek. With me is
Chris
and
Phil.
We have changed things up yet again. We are in yet another exotic location.
Trying new things out.
We got camera, right?
Camera.
They've all got their own cameras.
And
the
with
voice,
yes,
the
with
voice
us
is there.
always is.
And we'll do a cut into his camera shot. It'll probably be a cow or a peacock or whatever it is you do to make us look as silly as we look.
I say in the new intro, that side of my face with the cow is right there.
Oh, are you in that picture?
Real quick.
Real quick, like.
So it's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
So
well, it's not an Easter egg if you tell everybody about it.
No, all the diehards have probably already found it.
Probably.
It's up on Pinterest or wherever they put things. So we've got a couple of, I guess, questions tonight. You know, rando stuff that comes in, some from in the building, some from outside the building. They're checking technical things in the background. Let's hope that it's powered on. Is the mic on? That's the question. Oh, we're about to see the voice almost. Oh, the mic's on. Anyway, so one topic that someone asked was the difference between the 121 high output motor and the 121 VVT motor. We may have touched on this slightly. That's the new CVO
I have
motors.
a question, though.
Oh, great.
Yeah, already. What does VVT stand for?
Variable valve timing.
Oh, there we go.
That's not a Harley thing. That's
You don't know that?
forever.
No.
A lot of Honda guys will tell you what that means.
Yeah, so that's the difference. The high output is essentially just a regular cam. It's a new cam, the 511 cam and the new 121s. Makes torque, a bunch of power, but does not vary. The VVT varies based on
above
where you're
a
making.
certain RPM.
Yeah, it kind of changes north of, I think it's 4,000.
4,000, 4,500 RPM.
Kind of gives you best of both worlds, bottom end, top end. The cars have been doing it a long time, so when your car feels like it's always in the power band, it's because of VVT. Some of them are, I think BMW is electric the way they do it. Harley's has a sensor, and then it's
Oil pressure.
oil hydraulic that changes the timing slightly. The motor outside of that's essentially the same. So that's the difference. It's kind of riding style. The 121 high output is a lighter weight bike with more cornering clearance. It's set up for more aggressive riding. The VVT bike is kind of an all-around street bike, used bike, do whatever bike. But you know, they're the one
carbon fiber accents on the
high output. It is actually a more powerful motor. It's
Yep.
just you got to go get it. It's wants to
You got
rev
to chase the RPM
a little bit, and it's making power in a little bit different way.
I like it. I like having to be in that higher RPM and just feels like a little bit more giddy up.
Yeah. And we've been so spoiled with these making all this power that you go back and
You used to have to try really hard to get 130 horsepower.
well, and that kind of takes us to our topic tonight because, yeah, we are so spoiled, and we're going to discuss our personal classic bikes, and we call them classic because they're classic bikes. I know the diehards out there will be, but it's not a 1961. It's go what?
They're over
go
20.
ahead.
They're over 20 years old.
In Texas,
It's
and in most
I think it's
states,
25.
No, it's 20 in Texas.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so 20 is a classic.
20 is a classic?
Is an antique.
Okay.
So ours in technically Texas, where we are, they're classics.
Technically, Phil's is right on the border of being an antique.
Mine are very antiques.
Yeah.
Do they have to be in working condition to be an antique? Because his might just be.
He
but-
rode- He's
Did
rode
mine
one.
make it up here?
Did it?
Yes.
It made it up here, but did we have an incident on the way in?
That's tires, buddy. That's tires.
That's really old hard tires.
It didn't hit the ground,
It didn't hit the ground.
but he had a moment.
I had a.
He had a pucker moment.
And this is on
moment.
which bikes? As we're talking our classic bikes, this is what?
All right, so we had a classic bike show here not too long ago, last weekend, I'm pretty sure. So I rode up my 81 Shovelhead FXE. Great bike.
Oh.
Love it. S&S carburetor,
Ugh.
straight pipes,
Kickstart.
kickstart. It has electric start. Electric start
Does it work?
doesn't, no.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it doesn't
So
work.
it's a kicker.
So,
That kick going out though was a little rough.
yes.
After
Yeah.
been sitting in the rain,
Yeah, sitting in the
Smoke
rain.
come
and
out some weird places.
Yeah, it happens.
it got home, didn't it?
It got home.
Does it have a fancy paint job?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's-
you were on the
you got the, like,
two-tone
retro
of the-
Yeah,
paint job, right?
it has a. I guess
The
it's
chameleon-
iridescent
the
chameleon
paint.
Like an
paint
80s,
flames.
like an 80s paint job.
No.
Yeah,
what-
it's my 80 guys tough guy bike. That's what I like to call it. All the leather accessories and a bunch of tool bags all over. Yeah.
And
Yeah, brother.
So mine would just be a classic then, according to your category's voice.
Yes.
It's a, what is mine?
He's not paying attention.
No,
so
he
yes.
doesn't care. It's a 2000 Fat Boy. It's the first year of the twin cam in a Softail.
Yeah, so it's a classic.
It is a classic. It's carbureted. So there you go. There's my throw. Does not have an S&S because I'm not insane. It does have a Mikuni because I'm a little crazy. And it's a built 95 and it runs really good. But we did find I have the older tires.
You do have the older tires.
My tires were, what were they, 2010s or 2011s?
2010s.
Oh, yeah.
Not good to ride.
So they've got a real granite feel to them. And it will basically spin the rear tire in 3 years. So we need to get some new tires. So that will be happening next. We've talked about that. The importance of tires. Never trust a mechanic with a good bike because he's got way too much time on his hands. And what are you riding?
I have an 03 Springer Softail. I bought brand new in 03 before I worked for Harley and before I was a mechanic. And you won the oldest tires. I won the broken spoke.
Yeah, you did ride up on a broken spoke.
Riding a bike with a broken spoke.
And have you fixed that yet?
No, but I bought the wheel like 2 years ago, and I have it sitting in the shop.
His won't turn corners.
No.
Mine is riding on rocks. You have a broken spoke.
And it's
professional technician.
And it's a skinny front tire Springer. It's an FX Springer.
I mean, it looks nice.
It's got 35,000 miles on it, and I put all of them on it.
I hear you.
I can't tell you how many miles I have on mine.
It doesn't even have an odometer on it
Yes,
anymore, does it?
Yes.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure the gearing has been off for a really long time. Because when I'm doing 30, it says I'm doing 60. So I'm pretty sure I have the wrong gearing. Or the wrong speedometer on it. One of the two.
Who knows?
Who knows?
That's how we roll.
My speedometer's electric, so it's a sensor.
To be fair, though, at 30 miles an hour, it probably feels like you're going funny.
It does.
Oh,
really?
screaming.
We just started.
4 gears. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, that is, for the older bikes, I will say, they're terrifying at slow speed, so they make them way more exciting.
And I rode my Springer the other day, and it is by far, in my opinion only, the coolest looking bike I own. The least comfortable and least fun to drive.
Yeah.
It is a Springer, so it is what it is, but it's also the slowest. It's a bone stock 88 with a stage 1, a carb kit on it. That's it.
It looks good, sounds good, but I'm not riding that far.
If I'm going out to enjoy a ride, Pan Am, taking the wife, take my bagger.
Oh, yeah. The Fat Boy, it's got a tiny little hard, skinny seat on it, and the kind of
beach
bar things and floorboards. And, 20 minutes, my thighs are on fire. It's uncomfortable, but who cares? It's what we do.
But they got sold.
And they're paid for.
That's what they say. And
they like to.
That's why you have them as extra bikes.
I have a quick question, though. Did the Voice bring a classic?
Bring one?
Show?
No. Did one show up?
Technically, no.
No, technically, mine is the newest motorcycle. It looks like the oldest motorcycle.
Oh, it is.
So yours...
Does it fit into the classic Ranger? No. No?
Well,
next year. Next year, well.
Yours is more like jets and airplanes. Like it may have been made in a newer year, but it was designed sometime in the 60s.
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of like a Beetle. A Volkswagen Beetle from Mexico that was built in the 2000s.
Yeah.
But it has not changed since the 60s.
And let's be fair, you and Phil own this bike together, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Furiosa?
Oh, Furiosa.
Oh, Furiosa. And she's by far the loudest one of all.
Did you ever get it to start?
Yeah, when you're able to
it's pretty sad we're having a vintage bike show and it had to show up on a forklift.
Okay, I was going to bring it around. The porters hoisted it up and brought it around.
It wouldn't go back?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, so Furiosa is no run.
But there'll be a great picture somewhere.
Yeah.
I like to think they're going to pop pictures up of these motorcycles as we're.
I say we'll put it right up.
I assume that.
Right here.
Wait,
right
let's
here,
do the thing.
Right there.
Let's see. Can you frame my bike above me? Can you do?
And then
Phil
Springer right
has
here.
his up. We'll just frame them. I'm going to make this as hard for Z as I can.
Oh no, we didn't need to do that.
Any other? Any other classics? Because I have a list.
Phil has more than one.
Show
Yeah,
off.
show off,
I
brother.
got my '95 Sportster and it runs. You can prove that.
Yeah.
I mean, it pops and does some weird things. But
is the Dragon Slayer gone?
Yes,
Okay,
I did
Dragon
sell
Slayer's
that
gone.
to a guy. Hey, he's making it his own. It's really cool. And then I have an 85 Softail that is now torn apart.
Is that the flamed one?
No, that's the 81.
Oh, that's the 81.
Yep.
Okay.
Technically, second year of the Evo, last year of the Kicker. That one's going to be cool.
Okay.
And then my panhead, that's in pieces. But
that's all over the place.
Yeah, but
the motor's still sitting all pretty like
right in the
conversation piece in the living room. Yeah.
It's my most expensive art piece.
So there you go. If you marry a technician, there's a chance you will have an engine as a conversation piece in your living room. Isn't that lovely?
We tend to have forgiving wives to a point, though.
Yeah, I was.
My wife's forgiving as long as it's in the garage.
Yeah, I had to get a separate garage
Yeah.
to put my stuff in. So when she walks in the regular garage, she goes, it looks like a garage again, and then my other one's mine.
Not mine.
If we go four wheels, classics and antiques.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this is tech talk.
Because Phil had to add up.
Yeah, he had to add. He's adding stuff.
Yes.
So I still have my '89 Jeep Wrangler YJ. Oh yeah.
And we got
gutless, no fuel mileage.
And we moved it the other day and got it to start.
It does run.
It does run. It came back from the dead. So
on starting fluid, it runs.
If people that knew me way back when, they may have ridden in it if they're watching this from like high school days.
I've ridden.
I still have that Jeep.
It was scary as hell to ride it.
It's terrifying. Yes. So, but hey, it's still there. I'll get you a picture of that. And you can put it up. And then what do you have?
I have a '64 Buick Riviera.
Yeah, you win.
Pretty much bone stock.
It's not.
It's completely stock except for the stance and the wheels.
And the color.
It's a Buick color, just from the '70s, not the '60s.
It doesn't
nice
look
maroon.
stock at all.
It doesn't look stock. And again, we'll put a little. I love that car. It's the rich man's Chevelle. That's what I call it because it kind of has the same lines as my '67 Chevelle I had when I was a teenager.
And then you go for mileage, right? Don't you have like 300,000 miles on your cars?
Yeah, I go for mileage.
Yeah, you just.
Well, your wife has a classic, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it? No, 05 Honda
No,
I thought it was
yet.
an 04.
But it's got, 500,000 miles on it?
350,000. Still going there.
There's an endorsement. So, yeah, that's what we have.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
But the whole point was the new motors and bikes are pretty impressive compared to the old slow dogs. So if you haven't caught on yet, we have multiples because you always want something new to use every day. And the classics are cool to look at and fun to have. But in reality, would you commute every day on any one of those? You might. Because you're weird.
I did, though. I mean, you remember the
but do you now?
No.
Exactly.
I commuted on my Springer
You
for
did.
years.
Again, yes, there was a time I had to ride a 500cc bike.
I have 3 motorcycles right now. 98% of the time when I leave that garage, it's on the Pan Am.
Yeah, you live on the fastest, most comfortable, most modern thing you have.
My wife was with
as
me,
you do as
Yeah,
well.
I can go out there and push a button.
So yeah, everybody's like, hardcore. What do you ride? It's like, okay, well, you're not hardcore.
Never claimed to be hardcore.
Nick rides in on a giant battery every day, so
that's true.
You're high tech. Yeah,
West Coaster.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is.
One day I'm gonna get myself a little Vespa. That's gonna be my commuter.
I want to see you rolling down 281 on a Vespa.
Phil, we could do like a 210.
They could have a club
kit on a Vespa.
Let's do it.
They live near each other too. They could have a little club.
Or the Honda Hawk.
Yeah.
I thought you were getting a Grom.
That would be fun too.
Or no, what's the Honda one you like?
The
Ruckus.
The Ruckus.
The Ruckus. Can you ride the Ruckus on a highway?
I don't think you go on a highway.
No.
I think you go on surface.
Legally, can you ride on the highway?
I think it's surface streets you can, though, right?
Like below 50 miles an hour or something?
You can.
I know in some states you don't even have to have a license for those.
I think Arizona's like that. Arizona lets you drive everything.
Virginia, you didn't have to have a license if it was under. I think it was under like 90 cc's. Or
some of them are
maybe
50. They treat them like bicycles.
Yeah.
I don't know what Texas is, but Arizona, I remember you'd have 4-wheelers and UTVs all on the roads. It was crazy. 4-wheelers just running flat out down the roads. That was the most insane.
I'd say in Washington, if it's a surface road under 40, you can have side-by-sides and stuff
okay.
like that.
But they got to have lights and stuff, right?
Yeah, you have to have turn signals.
Yeah, well, we can do golf carts on streets under 30 in the
That's
city
true,
I live
yeah.
in. But
There's a lot of
lights,
golf
turn signals,
cars.
horns, seat belts, the little triangle, the flag. So
I
that
don't
kind of
check
stuff.
that in my neighborhood.
Well,
So in Texas,
we fact checked.
Production is looking up facts.
We have crack squad journalists on this team, and we have a fact check. Fact check.
you need a motorcycle license to ride any vehicle with an engine larger than 49 cubic centimeters.
49 cc.
So once you hit 50,
So you can ride
you
your.
do 49 with a turbo.
You can ride your weed whacker around.
I bet there's somebody out there putting turbos on
Wait,
those.
now is that total? So could you have like 2 or 3 30cc motors?
Sequential
It's just-
CC motor.
I mean, I don't know how it works.
Pretty
So
sure
there's
we're
no
not the engineers that can put those together.
Well, you just chain them.
Just chain
Oh,
them.
just chain them.
It'll be all right.
That'd be terrifying. One of those chains
Yes.
went or something like that.
It wouldn't be going that fast. All right. Well, that's all I got to talk about.
That's our classics.
tonight. That's our classic. Anybody got classic things to add?
Throw us pictures.
I'm not a
I'm
classic
curious.
guy, so I don't know. You're the classic guy.
Phil would be the classic guy in this group.
But if anybody does have pictures, we'd love
Yeah,
to see them.
throw them up,
Yeah.
man.
Good point.
Facebook
Oh,
or-
we should talk about that. So, Caliente Harley-Davidson. Visit our website. Click our whatevers. You've got
Subscribe.
Spring T. I can't ever remember Teespring. You
Teespring.
can still get that. But I'd love to see some emails in. Is the email link on there? Do we know? I don't know. Is there an email link? Because you can't put pictures on the comments. So we need like an email link.
Yeah.
Well, if you find our Instagram page, what is that? Caliente Tech Talk.
Yeah,
you can
that'd be a
send us
good place.
pictures through there.
We would
which
like
then
to
we
see
can
what you're all
grab.
riding, especially around the world. I just
Throw
send
the
throw
bike up there with a
picture.
question.
No matter
If you
what
think
it
of
is.
something.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
see
We
it.
don't. It doesn't have to be a Harley. We don't care. Furiosa's not a Harley.
I don't think Furiosa is actually a motorcycle.
The bag says it is.
The bag says it.
And now it has a
Saddlebag
Harley
says it
battery in it. It's going to get more and more Harley parts.
Yes,
It's going to be
that I
a
believe.
creepy inline 4 Harley.
I still want to put knobbies on it.
Yes.
Still think that would be hilarious. Anyways.
That'll be the chase vehicle on our trips, where if your Pan Am breaks down, you have to
You
ride
have
that.
like Top Gear.
Yes,
yeah,
we'll
that's
do
yes.
the punishment vehicle.
Yeah,
But
that's the
regardless
punishment.
of where it comes in from, what it is, what you're riding, we'd love to see it.
Yep.
I would. I like to just, and especially if you changed it up and you modified it. Let's
Especially if you're in a different country.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because you guys outside of the states, people do different stuff, and it's. Fun
I
to
was
see that.
so excited. I got you're on just whatever website and you get pop-up ad, and I got a pop-up ad for the X350 and X500, and I was like, man, and there's something about this is such a great bike and the great starter bikes are so much fun. I'm reading, I was like, oh my god, they're going to release it. It was Harley-Davidson, Australia, New Zealand.
Oh.
So down under folks get to play with that new bike. I was bummed. I really wanted to see if it would come here.
They
So-
really need to bring it here.
I know.
I mean,
they will.
I
Speak
would
up
buy
if you
one.
guys out there ride those things and know that bike and tell us about it, because we don't get
We
to play
just
with those
seen
yet.
pictures.
We're getting the trainers on those, but that still won't be streetable stuff.
Yeah.
That's old school. It's the new version of that. I'm getting sign language from Z because the Z is not even the voice.
They
so.
don't even sell that anymore. That's
No.
the old
Can't even get
school.
parts for most of that anymore.
Well, they're out there. They're collectible now. That one's in good shape. So.
That was almost brand new.
Anything else you want to add? We've rambled on and on. I'm getting no signs from the voice as far as time.
Let's
So we might
wrap
be
this
8
up.
minutes in. We might be 26 minutes in. There it is.
There it
There's the
is.
sign. Mission accomplished. Job well done, everybody. We will see you next week.
See ya.